Greetings everyone, this is Patrick speaking. I'm on the website w3schools.com. Our goal today is to scrape the first table on this website, but without scraping the table headers. For those of you who are not familiar with HTML tables, this is a good site to learn how HTML tables are structured and built. With this knowledge, you will have a better understanding later on of how to get the different cells of a table. Let's familiarize ourselves with the most important HTML tags used for HTML tables. Here, you can see the structure of a simple HTML table. Let's start with the table cells. We have the TD tag, which stands for table data. For table rows, we use the TR tag, which stands for table row, and then there are the table headers. The TH tag stands for table header. If you want to know more or even take the HTML exercises on this website, take your time and study the website at your own pace. To accomplish this scraping task, I rely on a tool called ZeroWork Creator App. It is a robust web scraping and web automation tool that eliminates the need for coding and has proven to be quite effective. First, I will compile the necessary CSS selectors for the project. Let's start with the first element. Press Ctrl plus Shift plus I on Windows or Command plus Shift plus I on Mac to open the DevTools. In the Developer Tools, make sure you are on the Elements tab. When using DevTools, I click on the Inspect icon to switch to Inspect mode. The icon will be highlighted in blue to indicate that the mode is active. I can hover over the element on the page and view the DOM tree and CSS code. The DOM tree, also known as the Document Object Model Tree, is a hierarchical representation of the HTML or XML structure of a web page. Each element in the tree corresponds to a node that can be accessed and manipulated using programming languages such as JavaScript, CSS, or by modifying the HTML structure itself. The DOM tree is visible in the left panel, while the CSS code can be seen in the Styles tab on the far right. Click on the first table cell on the page. The corresponding node will be highlighted in the DOM tree. In the DOM tree, we can now see the structure of the table. It starts with a table tag with an ID attribute with the value customers, followed by tbody, tr, and td tags, where td stands for table data. Whenever there is an ID, it's best to use it because ID attributes are meant to be unique within a page, making them useful for your CSS selector. Before I proceed, I would like to point out that you can find all the information about each CSS selector on the website I have linked in the description. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to build your own custom selector. To navigate to the search field at the bottom, I press Ctrl plus F. In the search field, I enter the ID name #customers, space, the tag name tr, nth, hyphen, of, hyphen, type, open parenthesis, n, close parenthesis, space td, nth, hyphen, of, hyphen, type, open parenthesis, 1, close parenthesis. This specific CSS selector will select all the cells from HTML column 1, excluding the table header. You will see how the first matching string is highlighted in the DOM tree. At the bottom, next to the search field, you can observe the number of matches obtained for this search string. You can navigate through the matches using the arrow keys. The down arrow key allows you to search for the next match, while the up arrow key lets you find the previous match. To select the text, use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl plus A. Then, copy it to the clipboard by pressing Ctrl plus C. Next, let's open a note-taking application where we can paste the selectors and analyze them in more detail. For Windows users, we can use Notepad. To open Notepad on Windows, press Windows key plus R to open the Run dialog, type Notepad, and hit Enter. Mac users can use Text Edit as an alternative. To paste the content from the clipboard, press Ctrl plus V. Then, navigate back to the website we were on before. To select all the cells in the second column, we simply have to change the last number in the CSS selector we created before. To navigate to the search field at the bottom, I press Ctrl+F and change the last number from 1 to 2. It's as simple as that. You will see how the first matching string is highlighted in the DOM tree. To select the text, use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+A. Then copy it to the clipboard by pressing Ctrl+C. Let's go back to Notepad and paste the selector using Ctrl+V. Then navigate back to the website. In order to choose all the cells in the third column, we need to modify the final number in the CSS selector we previously established. To reach the search bar at the bottom, I use Ctrl+F and adjust the last number from 2 to 3. You will see how the first matching string is highlighted in the DOM tree. To select the text, use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+A. Then copy it to the clipboard by pressing Ctrl+C. Let's return to the Notepad and paste the selector using Ctrl+V. Log into the ZeroWork Creator App and you will be directed to the dashboard of ZeroWork. I will now open the already completed taskbot and show you how the entire workflow looks. I will not give you a step-by-step guide here, but I will only point out some things that need to be done. Create a data table with the following columns: company, contact, and country. We start with an open link building block as you see here. Next comes a start repeat building block. Select loop type, standard. Enter the number of repetitions. In this case, enter the number 6, as we have 6 rows we want to scrape. After this building block, there are 3 save web element building blocks. These are the selectors for scraping the 3 columns. Remember, as we want to iterate through the rows, we have to include the double greater than nth equal open curly brace, loop, underscore index, comma 0, close curly brace, syntax at the end of each selector. For those of you interested in how the standard loop works and how to work with lists in web scraping, please consider reading the documentation. Here are the websites that might interest you. One article is titled Standard Loop, and the other article with Lists Incremental CSS Selectors. After carefully reading those articles, you will have a better understanding of how things work. Before I start the taskbot, let's take a look at the data table. You will now see the end result that we will obtain once the taskbot has completed its work. Here you can see the 3 columns that I have scraped. Make sure all the building blocks are connected. Now we can initiate the taskbot by clicking on the green play button. The taskbot will start and scrape the selectors we have chosen. In the end, we will obtain a data table with the desired information. Congratulations on successfully creating a HTML table scraper. For more detailed information, please refer to the description. I hope you enjoyed following along with the video and hopefully you learned something new. Until next time, take care and see you soon.